Number 1, the provider. As discussed in the last chapter, the provider is conservative. They're not prone to taking extreme risks, but they do take risks. It's a small percentage of their overall portfolio, however. No more than 5% usually. They're more inclined to safe, secure, fixed income investments, mostly commercial real estate equity syndications and fixed income alternatives, such as senior or mezzanine income private credit funds. They also love value-added real estate transactions too, where they can get a multiple back instead of just a current income yield. The provider understands real estate. He may be biased towards a particular type of asset class or sub-asset class. Maybe it's commercial real estate. Maybe it's industrial, but they have a preference. This investor tends to have concentration risk built into their portfolios, especially in real estate. If they only know about multifamily, then they only invest in multifamily. One problem with this is that some asset classes or some commercial real estate sub-asset classes have become very politicized. They're lightning rods for political risk. For example, in Democratic states, multifamily investments leading up to the 2020 election were prohibitive and almost too expensive to own. Due to regulatory hurdles, affordable housing was difficult to manage. There are also employment risks associated with multifamily real estate. You're only as good as your tenants. Providers need to be more experienced outside of narrow asset classes. If you're stuck with low-tiered credit classes or poor tenants, you want to ascend into the higher-tiered credit classes. That might not be in your wheelhouse, but if you're collaborating or clubbing with other families, you'll be stronger. You might have partners who are much more experienced in industrial or office-related properties, which will give you leverage. You'll be in better straits than you would be with a concentrated portfolio with a majority of your wealth wrapped up in one asset class. It's a tough row to hoe to be tied to a lot of people who aren't sure if they're going to have a job tomorrow. All that means the provider needs to branch out a little more. A club or society will help you do that.